just making it feel good. That's my job. Not too much fancy stuff. Make it feel good.
Make it feel good. What a job. I'm here to make it feel good.
Yeah, that's my job. It really is.
Welcome to Absolute Radio in a virtual sense. I always ask people on Zoom where they are right now. By the looks of it, you are. I mean, this is classic background to your Zoom call. I mean, look at it. It's full of books, a lovely, sturdy bookcase.
This is a green screen because, drummers don't really read. This is just to make me look smart. I'm in Malibu.
You're in Malibu. Is this your house?
Yes, sir.
Are you based at home at the moment? You're not going out and doing too much as of yet. I mean, that's obviously going to change when the album comes out.
We do a little press in New York at the end of the week, TV show or something and some stuff, and then we come back to Hollywood, and then we'll be here until we come over and start in Spain, I think June 2nd. Hopefully, if all is safe and fun and yeah.
You never quite know these days, do you? So, new album Unlimited Love comes out on April the 1st. It's your 12th studio album. At this point, I mean, obviously it's a special process making an album, but has it become normalized because it is your 12th album, or is it still a really, really special experience for you?
No, they're all special. I mean, it's such a it's so lucky to be able to make music and make records. I mean, we're grateful for that opportunity, and people still want to hear what the Chili Peppers are doing. So we're so lucky, and it was a tough time the last couple of years for everybody, as we all know, and so we were fortunate for us to be able to the four guys just get in a room and make music and for however long, nobody knew. So that's what we did. We just did what we normally do, Ben. We just get in a room and who's got an idea or a riff, or let's just jam and see what we can come up with. And we did that for about 8 or 9 months, and then went in and recorded all these songs. So it was a fortunate silver lining for us. Ever since I was a kid, it's all I ever wanted to do was make records. I mean, wow, it's a real luxury, and it's a real honor to be able to express yourself in an artistic way, in a creative way, and then put it out to the world.
For people like me that have never made an album, did it match up to your expectations making a record? I mean, you say there you were young, kind of dreaming of doing that. When you're actually in the studio or when you're with the band, does that magic happen, or does that only exist in like Hollywood films?
It is magical. It really is. I mean, my dog is gonna bark because she's looking at me right now. Like, why are you not letting me in? Give me one.
What's that? Go and let her in. Bring her on.
Come on, Jimmy. Come. All right. Sorry about that. Come here.
Oh no, what's the dog?
You want to see you.
Yeah. Oh, look. Oh, wow. What's her name?
Junie. She's the matriarch of the family. We've got 3 dogs, and she's the mama and the grandma. We got 3 generations.
She is so cute.
Yeah, she's a good dog. Yeah,
a
little kooky, but good.
We have dogs in our family, and we don't have one at the moment, so I'm missing them. So every time I see a dog,
I know, it's great. And I got 3 boys, and it's great. So yeah, but to go back to your question, yeah, I mean, they're all different, and you're at a different point in your life, and a different point as a musician and as a band and as an artist. So the canvas is kind of blank, and then it's what do you paint on it, and so that's for us. That's exciting and the unknown. But when we go, certainly working with Rick Rubin, the way that we work, we do a little pre-production beforehand, and we've kind of got most of our songs pretty well sussed out. And so it's really the way that we play in the studio. It's just the 4 of us on the floor, and we're just trying to capture a magical performance of something that we feel is going to stand the test of time and that we all love. Getting that lightning in a bottle and it doesn't always happen, but we're pretty prepared when we go in, and this time we were for sure. Things change a little bit when you get in the studio, and you always trying to do little tweaks to make the songs better and help the arrangements and whatnot. It's mostly once you just get the sounds going, it's literally capturing the performance, because that's what, to me, a band like ours that can translate, and that's what the human aspect of it that connects with people. That's the challenge, to try to capture the essence of the song as best as you can. And it's one time. I mean, obviously we'll play them a few times, but it's one performance that is going to be there. So sometimes I can be like, is that the one? I don't know. That's normal. I mean, because we care. This is important to us. We take it all very seriously and want it to be as great as it can be.
You've got to have that almost like worry that this it's got to be this shot. You've got to get it right this time to have that kind of performance.
Yeah, I don't know if it's a worry, but it's a challenge, and when you do it, it's amazing and exciting, and we're up for it, and so we've been doing it a while. We're pretty good at it, just making it feel good. That's my job, not too much fancy stuff. Make it feel good.
Make it feel good. What a job. I'm here to make it feel good.
Yeah, that's my job. It really is.
You mentioned Rick Rubin, obviously getting back together with you on this record. What's his job as producer? Is he there to kind of like marshal things? Is he there to sort of do the admin stuff? Is he there to like help out? What's his actual job as producer?
Rick is a very special individual. We've known Rick for over 30 years. And I mean, he's such a music fan. He just loves music, loves all kinds of music, as I'm sure if you looked at his catalog of what he's produced and what he's been involved with. We trust him, and we have similar tastes. He helps us make our songs better. He's not a musician per se, and he's not an engineer type producer, but he's a big picture guy. He really helps us because we can get so involved and emotionally attached to the songs that we've been writing for so long, and trying to make them the best we can. And then we go to the next step, is have him come in, and he's never heard them. He doesn't know who wrote them or when or how. And he just has this objective take on it. And it's really helpful for us because we need some guardrails, sometimes. We can go off and he can find the unique essence of a particular piece of music and highlight that and make that special, maybe that we would miss. But he's he's calm and he's very smart and he's funny and he's easygoing. He's just it's just someone that again that we trust his ideas and his musical thoughts, and he just really helps us. Basically, he really helps us make our songs better. Yeah,
he sounds like some sort of like
That's his
guru
job.
figure. Yeah. Yeah,
That's
you
his
bring the
job.
fun, he makes it everything better.
Songs better. I think that's what any good producer should be able to do.
What's the actual writing process like? I mean, because you're all listed as songwriters,
Right.
do you sort of say, "Oh, I've got this beat," or does someone come in with a riff, or is it much more kind of like we'll just get together and play and see what happens?
All of that. It doesn't happen one way. We don't have a one person that comes in with their finished demo from home and play and learn the drum beat and all that stuff. John will come in with some riffs or a couple of parts or one part, depends on the song. Flea, I've got this bass line, when you think of this, or this piano thing, or sometimes we'll just jam and I'll come up with a drum beat and it'll build from that. So yeah, it's all those different ways. And I think that is one of the reasons why we have a unique sound, is that everyone's contribution and personality on their instruments is wanted and needed. We often make suggestions about other guys' parts and what if you did this, or how about play a song, play it like that, something maybe you wouldn't have thought of initially. It's really rewarding as a musician, certainly as a drummer plays a non-melodic instrument, certainly in rock and roll, to have that outlet and we all, the egos go out the door and we try every idea, but if you think it's not going to work, sometimes that leads to something else. and it's just all part of our creative process. It's definitely a very communal band sound and band creative relationship and process.
It's nice because you hear some bands like where someone's just ruling like the band with an iron fist, and they're like the tyrant of the band, which
No,
obviously over time just isn't good.
yeah, no, we don't. We don't have that. No, we never have. We've always been very democratic, and you know, there's compromise involved when it's that way. You know, we don't have the Pete Townsend guy that just writes all the music and does everything, and then everyone's very important part of the band. You know, that's everybody's voice is heard and needs to be heard, and again, that's why I think that we sound the way that we do. I'm very proud of that.
I think you can tell as well in the songs. I mean, every part kind of sounds different, but works together. It's very, as you say, it's very much like personality led in everyone's instrument.
A lot of big personalities going on here.
I like my bands to have a bit of personality, though.
I think so too.
Yeah, I think it's important.
It is.